Hello. Good morning. How are y'all doing? It's been a hot minute. I think the last time I went live was like the 21st of March comes before April, right? We are actually in April. Hi, Uzi. How are you doing? Let me just mod you. How do I do this? Exclamation mark. Brr, brr, brr. Is that the right thing? Did I just mod you? Let me know if that worked, or I can like change the command. So yeah, a lot has been going on. If you've been checking the art and poetry channel in the Discord, then lots of feelings, lots of very, very, very big feelings. But yeah, we're gonna do a comfy little poetry stream today, and I don't know if you noticed, but I dyed my hair, so I have like red streaks over here and a red streak over here, and I'm feeling very hot, very like Phoenix era, I guess. So I'm so happy. I've wanted to have red hair my entire fucking life, and now that it's actually happening, I'm just vibrating with the excitement. So yeah, we're gonna hop right into it. I'm going to go ahead and queue up the first submission of the day. When everything changes, you won't reply and we'll go back to strangers. Okay, is this gonna open in the right? It's gonna open in the wrong browser. Okay, that's fine. We can just copy it over to the Chrome. Do 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 do. You'll never guess who the first submission is from. Da, 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 da. Okay, there's a second one. We have 4 images for this. We'll talk for hours and lie in the backseat. Hello. Oh, hello, Sphere. Welcome. Oh, immediately got jump scared. Thank you, Esme. That's very kind of you. Welcome, welcome to the stream. We're back, baby. Yeah. I might be a little excited. I'm not sure. Okay. So, to start out with the instrumental vibes. Wait, where the fuck are my gloves? Where are my gloves? Here they are. Yeah. I love these gloves. I have to figure out how to like actually clean them because like they're leather. They're very old though. I don't like buy leather. Hello. A coffee. Welcome, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Okay, there we go. Gloves are on. Wait, this one's not tight enough. So what have y'all been up to? I know we've been chatting a bit in the Discord, but I've also been kind of absent. So yeah, now let's go to the text chat because Ali Nadarine sent a hella cool instrumental playlist so we can like get a little more, you know, academic in here. I don't know. I'm very tired from traveling all day. I'm just resting now. Ooh, where have you been traveling to, if I can ask? Or like what was the reason for your traveling? Hi, how are y'all doing? Ali! Okay, I don't remember my commands. I think this is the right one. Yes, there we go. Shouting out Ali, a fellow streamer, a writer, a very lit writer, a very talented man who speaks like a fuck ton of languages, which is like so cool. Look at that. Oh my god. Wait, what's this? Hang on, I can check my stream manager. Oh my god, you subscribed! Thank you, Ali! Thank you for the subscription! Had to visit family for a wedding anniversary thingy. Ooh. I don't understand how hype trains work, but like, let's fucking go. That's really cool. Yeah. I have never been to a wedding or like wedding anniversary. Oh, wait, no, I have been. Oh my god, thank you, Uzi. Thank you for the follow. We totally haven't been friends for like 6 months or anything. But yeah, I went to like a Ruby wedding anniversary when I was like 9 or 11 or 13. I don't fucking know. That's like the only wedding interaction that I've had. But did you have fun? Was it a good time? Ambient 2 by Brian Eno. And where do I request songs if I'm not supposed to do it in the chat? Oh, just send them to me on Discord. We haven't figured out yet how to do that like on stream. I'm still a baby streamer, okay? I'm a baby everything. I know I have like a poetry book published. Also, I published a poetry book. But I've only been posting my poetry in any serious capacity for 9 weeks. How insane is it that I already have a book? Crazy shit. I've been to weddings, but only Desi weddings, and they're very different from Western weddings. Ooh, I think I've seen like some stuff about Desi weddings. They look like so much fun, like all sorts of like cute little rituals and stuff. How have you never been to a wedding? We say like we've been to one as an adult. I don't know. I guess my friends are just not the marrying kind. Poetry book. Yes. Okay, so my poetry book is called Black and White. It has over 113 poems written by yours truly, a very spicy lesbian. And I think it's really good. It's visually very aesthetic. You can see some of the poetry that is in it on my Instagram page. And if you want to buy it, or you want to read my poetry, or just connect with me, go to inkycapnip.com. Yes, I was told by Ginny. Oh my god. Hello, hello, bestie. Hi, popping in for a bit before work. Hell yeah. Oh my god, thank you for the subscription. I love you, bestie. Yeah, so my very good friend and okay, I will hydrate. And fellow poetry streamer, Ginny, 2/3 Lotus, told me that I should shamelessly promote my book. So I'm going to do my best, even though it feels a little embarrassing. And I got a stretch. Okay, fine. Fine. I'll be responsible before we start reading. Ooh. Inky's book is live. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you for that. Yes. Look at that. Oh my god, you're like helping me. Going to hang out and work in the background for now. I hope stream goes well today. Thank you, Rain. Inky's book is live. You'll better get the poetry book or else. Yes! Ali Nadareen was the first person to buy my book. And I think I sent you a message that's like immortalized in Inky history. Shameless promotion is good. Fuck yeah. Yeah, because like I worked really hard on it and I think it's very pretty. And I'm already 80 poems into book 2. I warned you that I was insane. Okay. I'm gonna do just like a little stretch. God, this week has been hell, but it's okay now. It's okay. Things have chilled out. Things have relaxed. I might start talking about like the bullshit that has been going on TikTok, but like I'm still thinking about that. I'm literally asking AI like, is it okay to talk about these types of topics? So yeah. Jesus fucking Christ, Nikki. I know, Ali. I know. Promote the blog as well. Oh, yeah. So, like, I have a poetry blog. So, if you are an email person, which I'm discovering that I might actually be an email person, and you would like ink spilled in your inbox, you can, like, post a little email there and you'll get poetry. Inkling art. So, if you'll, like, write things for me, draw things for me, anything artistic, it's about me, gets posted on the fucking website and emailed to everybody. And I'm thinking about doing like some writing stuff, like Substack flavored things, but still mulling that over. I mean, you know me. I say I'm gonna mull it over and then I try doing it anyway, so like it's probably gonna happen. The yassified water bottle. Yes. Yes. Isn't she gorgeous? Look at all these stickers. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And this one is trying to come off. That's why all the how do you say cinta de papel in English? Wait, I know this. Painter's tape. Yes, that water bottle is fine as heck. Yes, she is. I mean, it's my water bottles, of course. I feel like I'm gonna be so insufferable now that I'm a redhead. Yeah, painter's tape. Oh my god, I got it right. Mull it over equals check how many hours of work it would be to set up. Literally. Okay, and like, okay, I've basically been like in crisis for a week. We're good now. But I forgot that when I go through like periods of emotional turmoil, I work harder. I do more things. I've been posting more on TikTok. I've been writing more poetry. Like, Yeah, okay. So we're gonna switch to the poetry thingy. And we're going to grab our Chrome. Okay, so our first submission, you'll never guess. Sir D. I probably should have translated this before going live, but fuck it, we bought. We have a couple bilingual people in the chat, so we'll figure it out. And I can always just Google. When I redo my color, we will share a bit of hair vibes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Also, Bessie, if you have any tips, if anybody has any tips on how to maintain my hair, like take care of it now that it's like properly dyed, because like this has been, like you know, like they had to decolorarlo, like bleach it a little bit to get the red in there. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I am open to any and all advice as always. Some of us have full-time work and a YouTube channel already. There isn't much spare time for other hours of projects. Yes, it's ridiculous how much like just making a 15-minute video takes up so much time. But we have plans. We're talking about podcast stuff, extra content for the Ko-fi page, and just like all kinds of things. But I'm trying to create. Okay, so the way that I think about my workflow is I'm trying to make it cascade. So doing one thing that feeds into the next thing and then the next thing, like for example making my breakfast an inspiring part of the day so I feel the urge to write. That's like one of the things that I do. So I'm trying to make everything feed into everything. It's very hard to keep up with the modern world, you know. Okay, let's begin. So first poetry submission is from Sedi, and if Sedi is not in the chat, hello from the past. Hello to everybody watching the VOD. El sonido de los cisnes. ¿Qué ruido hacen los cisnes? ¿No lo sabes? Por miles de años solo el eco hizo eco. Remedio del olvido sin jarabes para voces que buscan tener hueco. La voz se apaga, a menos que la grabes. El canto pasa a ser un rumor seco. El silencio se extiende como espuma, sin ave que le escriba al viento en pluma. En las ondas calladas de los lagos, las notas remanentes son heridas, bajo disparos sórdidos y aciagos de monteros en lívidas batidas. Entre nubes de pólvora y de estragos emanan negros cisnes fratricidas. Burbujas de tumultos y violencia concluyen en cadenas y obediencia. Ooh, I like it. This one's kind of spicy. Okay, so vibes. First off, I like that we're starting with like some nature imagery, like we're talking about swans. What sounds do swans make? And we're ending up in this place of like violence, gunpowder, and obedience. So it's giving very much like the descent into obedience of like a violent government, for example. So I don't know if that's what we're dealing with, but like now we're going to read it line by line and translate it to English to the best of my abilities. And I understand the limitations of my abilities. So we're going to open the Google Translate. I am bilingual. I am, however, not the best at translating. Okay. What's the handle? Oh, I have been trying red for doing red for 2 to 3 years. Yes, my bestie is also a redhead, and very hot, like in the brain and physically. Yeah. Well, we are hot, sexy bitches. What's the handle? We do nothing that exciting. Some gaming and some system stuff discussions and individual intros for some of us. Ooh, I like that. So everybody gets like their moment of like individuality to shine, you know. For the hair, all I do is using conditioner and shampoo for colored hair. Wait, there's specifically stuff for colored hair? This is news. I need to write that down somewhere. Sir D is amazing. Yes, and he writes so much. Like I relate. Should be easy enough to find. We stick to Sphere system everywhere now. Oh, please, Sphere, can you post a link in the self-promotion chat in the Discord so that I can access it easily? That would be very nice of you. We can post a link in the Discord. Yes, please. I do want. I am people and I want. I want a lot of things. Check your Discord DMs when possible. Thanks. Okay, I will. Look, translating is hard. You got to get in the right headspace for it. Yeah, and I don't know what the fuck that headspace is. Exactly, especially with poetry. Translation is a Specific skill set above and beyond knowing 2+ languages. Exactly. That's like something I've been trying to explain to people that are like monolingual and stuff. Okay, and we have more instrumental vibes. Thank you. ¿Qué ruido? Well, first off, el sonido de los cisnes. The sound of the swans. ¿Qué ruido hacen los cisnes? No lo sabes. What sound do swans make? Don't you know? Por miles de años, solo el eco hizo eco. For thousands of years, only the echo echoed. Remedio del olvido sin jarabes. Medicine of forgetfulness, the act of forgetting without medicine? Remedies? Remedy of forgetting that had no medicine. Para voces que buscan tener hueco. For voices that seek a hollow or seek to be hollow. La voz se apaga a menos que la grabes. The voice shuts down unless you record it. El canto pasa a ser un rumor seco. Song becomes a dry rumor. El silencio se extiende como espuma. Silence extends like foam. Sin ave que le escriba al viento en pluma. With no bird to write to the wind with a quill. En las ondas calladas de los lagos, in the silent ripples of the lakes, or waves, but I think waves here in this context is like ripples, like when you throw a pebble in a lake. Las notas remanentes son heridas. The remaining notes are injured. Bajo disparos sórdidos y aciagos, and here I lose the plot a little bit. Sórdidos, sordid, yes? Aciagos, what is aciagos? Ominous! Okay, I love that. Under sordid and ominous shots. De monteros en lívidas batidas, and again. Okay. Monteros? Hunters, batidas? Raids, okay. Wait, I just immediately forgot. Hunters, okay. Hunters and raids. Of hunters in livid raids, or lively raids. Within clouds of gunpowder and estragos. Yeah, the second part is fucking me up. And havoc. Between clouds of gunpowder and havoc. Black, fratricidal swans emanate. Burbujas de tumultos y violencia, bubbles of tumult and violence. Conclusion in cadenas y obediencia. Conclude in chains and obedience. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so like, in this context, I think that the swan is like this metaphor for someone who speaks, but like their voice has no meaning, no weight, no depth. Like there's this concept of like the song becoming a dry rumor. So it's like a simile of a song, but not an actual song. And like these are the ones that are chained in the cycle of violence. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for this. What are you getting from this? Let me just catch up with the chat real quick. Okay, especially fun when you forget the word in your mother tongue. Yeah, it's like, oh, that word. Okay, I'll just think about it in the other language, and then it's like, I forgot it in that language too. I'm not bilingual. I'm no lingual. Like, reminds me of the 5th of November. 5th of November? Is that like a specific poem or an event that I am like not aware of? But yeah, no, I really like this one. Like it's... So Dee has this way of writing that's kind of like, you know... I mean, it's poetry. It's mysterious. It's inherently mysterious. And yet there's still like the underlying feeling that like gets straight to the point. And I really like that. Because, yeah, I admire poetry in different ways. And the way that I admire Sadi's poetry is that it gets me to, like, feel things, even though I'm a little bit confused. And usually me being confused is a barrier to me feeling things. So, yeah. Wait, I forgot that there's, like, more. There is more. Okay, so this was half the poem. Okay, let's keep going. Reos de la prisión en la ignorancia, privados del plumaje de sus vuelos, atados a una celda en vigilancia, con las alas quebradas por los suelos. Toda fina voznada de prestancia se reprime con tiros, sin consuelos. Mientras otros intenten ser sus dueños, solo se escuchará al cisne en los sueños. Pero yo los he visto liberarse, agruparse en bandadas de lavanda, marchar, clamar, gritar y rebelarse, reclamarle sus derechos a quien manda. Quedan varias barreras por tirarse, pero el salmo del cisne aún se agranda, para que su graznar no caiga en muerte, sino en la luz del mundo que despierte. Okay, I love this. I love this because the first one was given like everything's fucked, and this one is given like hope, freedom, glorious revolution. So yeah. Remember the 5th of November. Yeah, sorry. I know I have known this, but in this moment I do not know this. The gunpowder treason and plot. Guy Fawkes Night in the UK. Yeah. Sorry, it's not. I have pomegranates. May I say, you sound very porteña when you read it in Spanish. It's super Argentinian. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you, that's such a compliment. Because, like, I got bullied in elementary school because people were like, you're not Argentinian enough. Which, like, I get it. I had a Chilean accent back then. But, like, they didn't have to be so mean about it. So, like, being called Argentinian, like, verbally. Reci, Mali, you agree. Hola, preciosa, ¿cómo estás? Porteña, what does that mean? Okay, so like Argentinian, Argentina. Porteña is specifically someone from like the region of Buenos Aires. So like, you know how Argentina is like long. Well, the capital on like the eastern coast, the chunk that goes like kind of like a little belly, like that's Buenos Aires, and like anyone from there is porteño. It's a way to call people from Buenos Aires. Yeah, someone from the capital is a very specific type of accent. Fuck if I understand accents, just generally. Apparently my British accent like phases in and out of different things. But again, I'm not like aware of like what the fuck is happening, so let's continue. Reos. Prisoners. Okay. Prisoners of the prison of ignorance. Or prisoners of the prison in ignorance. Deprived of the plumage of their flights. Privados del plumaje de sus vuelos. Deprived of the plumage of their flights. Atados a una celda en vigilancia. Tied to a cell under vigilance. Being vigilated, that's not a word. Con las alas quebradas por los suelos. With broken wings on the floor. With their broken wings on the floor. Toda fina voznada de prestancia. Every fine expression of the voice. De prestancia. Prestancia? Like being borrowed or? Prestige. Okay. So every fine expression of prestige se reprime con tiros. Sin consuelos, is repressed with shots, like gunshots, with no consolation. Mientras otros intenten ser sus dueños, while others try to be their masters, solo se escuchará al cisne en los sueños. You will only hear the swan in the dreams. Okay, so this is a bit of a shift of perspective. We're not talking about the swan in terms of like these group of people that are like malleable into being subjugated towards violence. So the swan is like the metaphor for freedom. Yes? Maybe? Pero yo los he visto liberarse, But I have seen them free themselves, agruparse en bandadas de lavanda, group together in bands of lavender, marchar, clamar, gritar y rebelarse, march, clamor, shout and rebel, reclamarle sus derechos a quien manda, reclaim their rights from he who orders. Quien manda is like person in charge, you know, but literally like person who orders, who gives orders. Quien manda. Quedan varias barreras por tirarse. There remain many barriers to throw down, but not that type of throw down, like throw them down. Pero el salmo del cisne aún se agranda. What the fuck is salmo? Psalm. Okay, literally psalm. But the psalm of the swan still expands, para que su graznar no caiga en muerte, so that its sound does not fall in death. I think graznar is like the sound that a swan makes. Sino en la luz del mundo que despierte. But rather in the light of the world that awakens. I love this. Also, the music is a fucking paid actor. It's hopeful, you know? It's like shit is fucked, but there's hope. Which, like, honestly, after the week I've had, I relate. Yeah. Knockout. Graznar? Is that knockout? Is music loud enough for you guys? Yeah, like I can hear it just fine, but like, let me know if the volumes are okay. Okay. This was beautiful. Thank you, Sadi, for the submission. The wall singing. Quedan varias barreras por tirarse. Oh, knockout. Okay, so there remain lots of barriers to knock out. I barely hear it. Okay, I can crank it up. Let me know if this gets too loud. There we go. We're like halfway there. So, this poem is dedicated to Delmira Agostini. Delmira Agostini. Poeta uruguaya, pionera del feminismo y la libertad de sexualidad en Latinoamérica, asesinado a los 27 años por su exmarido. An Uruguayan poet, a pioneer of feminism and freedom of sexuality in Latin America, she was assassinated at the age of 27 by her ex-husband because of fucking course. So, thank you so much for sharing both your art and also this little piece of history. And we also have a little page of inspiration. So here's a little poem by Delmira Agostini. Engarzado en la noche, el lago de tu alma, diríase una tela de cristal y de calma, tramada por las grandes arañas del desvelo. Nata de agua lustral en vaso de alabastros, espejo de pureza que abrillantas los astros y reflejas la cima de la vida en un cielo. Yo soy el cisne errante de los sangrientos rastros, voy manchando los lagos y remontando el vuelo. That's beautiful. I have not seen The Swan Princess or this camel thing or Perfect Blue, but I've seen Black Swan. Oh, fuck my English. You're fine, Uzi. Perfect Blue. Have you watched that movie, Ames? No. I have seen Black Swan. I've never heard of Delmira Agostini before today, but like I will definitely be looking her up. I will also be forgetting to look her up, so I'm gonna message you so that I don't forget to look her up. Okay, so Delmira Agostini. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna crank down the volume a little bit for me on my headphones. Okay, so we're gonna go back here. We are gonna watch that. Don't throw at me with a good time. Or please do. Okay, so we're gonna queue up the next submission. Oh my god, I'm excited. I miss doing this. I missed hanging out with y'all and just like reading poetry and just like hanging out. This is nice. You will see Barbie and the Swan Lake soon enough. Yes, bestie, we have to get together and watch more Barbie movies. This is a part of girlhood that I was deprived of. And I fucking love that after coming out as like trans and non-binary, like that is when I'm like, girlhood. Although I did do the Sims thing. I definitely had my sadistic, you know, controlling other people, getting that out of my system. Okay, so let's go to Google Docs and we are going to queue up a submission from Esme herself. And Esme's in the chat. So if I get confused, I can ask questions. Let's just go ahead and make a new document. Poetry submissions. Oh wait, no, this is the wrong. Right, because I'm using this to like look for work and shit. Oh, I don't give a fuck. Okay, my other name is gonna be a thing in like the second book, so like who the fuck cares? Okay. Can I make this a little bigger? I have a mouse with a functioning mouse wheel. This is revolutionary. I've had a broken mouse wheel for like a year and a half. I dragged mum to the Barbie movie. Fuck yeah, did she like it? I really liked the Barbie movie. I hadn't really consumed like any Barbie content at that point, and I loved it. I didn't know what to think about it. I still have not seen Oppenheimer though. But everyone that said you should go see Oppenheimer at the time had kind of miserable vibes, so it didn't really make me want to go see it. Okay. Let's see if my chai is like cold enough to drink. Did anyone not do the Sims thing? I have one friend who has not, and I'm trying to convince her to like do that because it's like something that all of us should experience, I think. Especially in the queer community. Where like so much is out of our control. Is there a way for me to like get rid of the little spelling thing? Show grammar. There we go. Okay. I don't like the squiggles. The squiggles under the words say the thing's wrong. We don't like that. We don't fuck with that. Okay, let's full screen that. And can I put this in view? Yes, I can. I'm so technologically capable. Yeah, I can like do basic things on Google Docs. Mom fell asleep. What? She fell asleep watching the Barbie movie. I'm sorry, but that's fucking crazy. What do you mean? What Sims thing? Okay, so basically, The Sims is a game where you create a family. And then you... Oh! Flower of Key just followed. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying it. So The Sims is a game where you like make a family and then you like manage their lives. You have complete control over their living conditions, what they do for work, what they do in general. And sure, you start out just like, you know, you make your family, you make your friends, and you just like watch them live their lives and shit. But then shit gets weird. Then, you know, there's like drama, people cheating on people and having like weird family dynamics. And then somebody gets in the pool and you maybe delete the ladder into the pool so they can't get out of the pool. And like, oh my God, hang on, what was that? Oh my God, you subscribed. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. So like, yeah, The Sims is a very interesting game, and I like it because like a lot of people would watch little girls playing The Sims and be like, oh my God, that's so domestic and cute, and like we were doing the most fucked up shit. Like we managed to break the resorts pack on our Sims install. This was before Sims could leave pools without a ladder, and we replaced the front area with a giant pool. And then the sim we sent couldn't leave to stop being on holiday, so we couldn't get to build mode to edit it. Oh no! Oh no, that's awful. See, that's part of what the cheats are for. That and just so you have like more creative freedom, you know. She does that a lot. She's EP. Oh, okay, so this is like a normal thing. It's not like she was like particularly bored by the Barbie movie. Kiki was a muse for my poem. Oh, hell yeah! I may have had a murder basement in a couple of saves. Yeah, and we're not going to talk about Sweatshop, unless you want to talk about the Sweatshop. First, you play a normal game, no cheats or anything, and try to build good lives. Then you cheat in a good life. Then you fuck up your Sims. Yes, that is a much more succinct explanation. I was so long-winded on that. I miss playing The Sims so much. Oh my God, me too. Okay, maybe one day when I build like a beefier computer, I can like do like a Sims stream or something, or like Sims with friends or something. I don't know. That sounds fun. So after a decade of being purposefully single, I did a few dates in London. I met someone on the apps and got a room together. There, we met someone while smoking. They just heard that day they got brain cancer and was relapsing. We hung out, the three of us, one of those nights of amazing platonic connections. Kiki and I grew pretty close afterwards, very platonic, but more than just a friendship, you know? I do know. Yeah, I, I know so much. Yeah, I'm kind of okay. So again, I don't know how much I'm going to talk about this, but like basically shit has been fucked and I have been really leaning on and depending on my friends and I don't know, I feel like certain bonds are deepening and I feel very much like in love, but it's platonic, you know? Like you know what I mean. It's like bitch, we're bonded for life now, but it doesn't feel romantic. And I think that that's so beautiful. And it's something that I feel like society has conditioned me to believe that is like not okay, not allowed. Like that type of connection is only allowed with like your one romantic partner. But I'm just not that type of person. Like I feel very, very deeply for my friends. And a lot of the things that people say about like lovers, about like wanting to like care for them and cook for them and like do nice things for them, learn what they love, like I feel like that about my friends, and maybe that's just part of being queer, maybe that's just the insanity, I don't know, but it feels good, it feels nice, and my mental health is not falling apart because I have these beautiful connections in my life, so I'm just gonna lean into that. Anyway, she just stayed with me in Holland for a few days. She just left today to head to Amsterdam. If you want to follow her amazing longboard adventure travel content on Insta at Flower of Key. Okay, let me just go ahead and copy this message. Uzi, I'm just gonna spam you. You are now my note block. I hope that's okay with you, bestie. Hope you all are okay and taking care of yourselves. Yes, some days I'm taking care of myself out of sheer fucking spite. But I am doing it. I've been hydrating, I've been eating, I've been exercising, I've been venting, I've been crying, I've been doing all the things, you know? So yeah, we're okay. And we're going to continue to be okay, and we're going to be even more okay. Um, I know what you mean. Yeah, Uzi, you've been like so consistently present throughout all this fucking like whirlwind of bullshit. I get you. Hell yeah. And thank you for sharing that story. That's beautiful. Maybe it's just actually loving your friends platonically. That sounds like a good friendship to us. Little sleep though. Okay, Basti, I'm doing my best. Okay. I slept really good last night. I woke up at like 10 in the morning. That hasn't happened in like a hot second. Right? Most people don't have a private Discord. We recommend it for any system at the very least. I have a private Discord. Yeah. I've switched to Obsidian though. So like there's that, but like yeah. I used to like put all my stuff and notes and stuff on Discord. Exactly, but some people think that's just for romantic partners. Yeah, which is so limiting. Like, why would you want to limit the amount of affection and love that you welcome into your life? That just seems kind of strange to me. You can't let the government win. I think that's very valid. I feel the same way about my friends. Is it really friendship if you can't tell your friends you love them and would die for them? Die, kill, topple a fascist dictatorship, like anything. I ride or die. No le quemen, eh? It's okay. It's pretty much public knowledge at this point that my sleep schedule is a bit fucked. But we're working on it. Obsidian! Let's fucking go. I should be paid for how much I shit it. Oh my god, Ali, you and Uzi should talk. Obsidian rocks. Yes! Uzi's the person that's getting me into like Obsidian and Bitwarden, like Proton Mail, and like locking down my privacy and having full fucking backups of all my data and all this shit. Fucking amazing. Because like I'm kind of ditzy when it comes to this stuff, but I'm very good at following instructions. Our Discord is mostly for managing plural care, but it does also help to have a note space shared of a phone plus desktop. Yeah, I have the Obsidian thingy to sync it, so I have it on my phone and my computer. It's really good for poetry because I write an absurd amount of poetry. So like whether I'm on the go or at home, I have the thing where I can like put it in. I also have my note. Oh, Also, I have my notebook. Being Pessimist just followed. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying it. Okay, we are going to hop into the second submission of the day because I really want to read this. So let's take a sip of chai. I forgot how much less I hydrate when I'm like live. No, dude, I've got 100,000 words in my Obsidian documents. Oh my god. Of course you do. You're also a very prolific writer. Fuck yeah, no le estoy quemando, le estoy reclamando por cariño. Yeah, I do need the reminders that I should like prioritize like my body and I'm not like a machine. I'll add you on Discord right now. Hell yeah, connections happen in the community. The calendar plugin kicks ass. Yes, and the daily notes and just I love Obsidian. Okay. Anyway, our second submission of the day is by the lovely Esme, the stylish veil, also a friend that I'm coming to really appreciate. Hi. Sorry, I get a little shy about being affectionate. Okay. Anyway, I tend not to write too much about my actual life, but I took a stab at it today. Exhibition Hotel, 29th of August, 2024. Kiki the Nomad, I met this summer last. We were both in London and alone. So together, checked in. We talked. She was almost local. I was far away. She needed shelter. I, connection. Her too. Spiced smoke summoned a stranger's voice above. We ascend. Their head hurt because of memories and mentality. They found the crab that day. On the cheapest bed, we breathed chemicals and shared our shards. Our mosaic fit. Perfect. I took the stranger to see the sights, folks in tassels. They, in turn, made me up. A happy parody. I know they're still alive, because they actively refuse my call. Kiki still roams, which I don't mind, because I'm far away, which is where she's heading. Meanwhile, I train my body to be bigger, softer, so I can hold on to tomorrow's night. This is beautiful, Esme. Like, I love it because it again is one of those poems where like you're describing the situation, but I can just kind of like feel the deeper meaning in there. What's the crab about? They found the crab that day. What is that about? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna read it again because like fuck yes. Exhibition Hotel, 29th of August 2024. Kiki the Nomad, I met this summer last. We were both in London and alone. So together, checked in. We talked. She was almost local. I was far away. She needed shelter. I, connection. Her too. Spiced smoke summoned a stranger's voice above. We ascend. Their head hurt because of memories and mentality. They found the crab that day. On the cheapest bed, we breathed chemicals and shared our shards. Our mosaic fit. Perfect. I love this. Okay, you need to understand that I am obsessed with this show called The Magicians. Bestie, you get it. And there's one episode, Peaches and Plums. No one look it up if you have not seen the entirety of The Magicians, but if you have seen The Magicians, Peaches and Plums, motherfucker. Okay, so, Mosaic. Mosaic hits me particularly hard, and this one line, shared our shards. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, and that for me is evoking the Steven Universe thing of like the gems that were broken down into little shards, and then they were like bubbled by Steven and this whole thing. And I love that. Because, like, even if you're broken into pieces, broken into shards, you can still share and connect and experience moments of intense beauty. And I just... Okay. I took the stranger to see the sights, folks in tassels. They, in turn, made me up, a happy parody. I know they're still alive because they actively refuse my call. Kiki still roams, which I don't mind, because I'm far away, which is where she's heading. Meanwhile, I train my body to be bigger, softer, so I can hold on to tomorrow's night. Also, I train my body to be goes fucking hard. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Crab equals cancer. They got brain cancer diagnosis. Oh, right. My memory's still recovered. Okay, so that's the crab. Because this poem does keep, it kind of like dances over the line of like, it's melancholy and it's beautiful and so many things. You pack so much in here, Esme. It's really sweet, yes. It's inspired by two very lovely people. Hell yeah. Preppy Poppies play PlayStation. Whoa, that came out of nowhere. Hi. How you doing, Sir D? We just read your poem about the swan. Banger. I hope you enjoy does it count as an analysis? Reaction. The reaction in the VOD. Nice new cut and makeup. Hi, everyone. Thank you. I am feeling very hot. Very much in my Phoenix era. Very much I've always wanted to be a redhead, and I'm finally here. I'm still... I mean, I don't know. Am I the same person? Is there such a thing as, like, personal permanence? Who the fuck knows? The Magician's reference? Oh my god. Yes! Life is raw and everyone medicates. Oh my god, I fucking love The Magicians. I haven't seen either show. Highly recommend. The Magicians is really good. It was made by like college students, I believe, that were studying cinema or had recently graduated. I'm not sure. But it's basically Narnia and Harry Potter if it was written by traumatized adults who were aware of their trauma but hadn't healed from it yet. So, very good. Very... irreverent. I've remembered a word. That's amazing. I think we all felt a little broken that night, so it was intentional. Hell yeah, that really carries through. The Magicians is pretty good. I have some problems with it, but when it's good, it's fantastic. Oh yeah. Like it's definitely giving. Like if they continued working as a creative team, they would get progressively better and better. But for such a like not very like funded project, like with a fairly small team, if I remember correctly, I think that they did pretty good. Yeah. Being pessimist. Hello, thank you for the heart. Oops. Phone. Are you on your phone? I have a phone there and I have a phone there, because like I switched phones, but I'm using my iPhone for like stream management stuff, because I got one of those little like chargers. I'm gonna queue up the next poem. They're like, you don't have to plug in the phone, you just put it on the thing and it charges. Technology, mate, what the fuck? But it doesn't work from a new phone. Did Bessie warn me to check about this? Yes. Did I do that? No. My mental health was still pretty much in shambles at that point, so like... so I got to get another one of these at some point. Maybe once I like eventually move. Oh, for sure. Like I said, I really liked it. And yes, Peaches and Plums was far and away the best episode. I will never recover from that episode. I can't say shit because I will never spoil it, but like... You understand. Does it carry over the heavy Christian themes of Narnia or the refusal of progressive Harry Potter? No. No. This is a queer show. Awareness of trauma means probably not, and probably better for it. Yeah. No, like The Magicians is very self-aware. Even when The Magician sucks, it's aware that it sucks, and it like makes fun of it, you know? And like, I haven't watched it through all the way in a while, but I don't think it's like glorifying problematic things. There are problematic things, but it's not like a this is okay. It's like this is problematic and we just roll with it. Like that type of shit, you know, that's the vibe that I got from it. Man, my connection is shite in the subway. I keep seeing Inky like a PowerPoint. Hell yeah. Vintage. This is the vintage version of the stream. Is anyone into AI tools? Oh yeah, if you'll need like technological advice or like just anything tech, just like ask Uzi. Uzi's fucking great. And he's very kind and helpful. And is teaching me to cook by like sending me recipes. I've been making like curries and stuff, and yeah, I need to get some more Tupperware. I don't do AI, Neo-Luddite forever. Okay, so I'm in the situation. I've been thinking about the ethics of AI. I don't want to use it. However, I don't currently have the resources to get out of my situation without using it, basically. So I'm using it out of necessity. But like long term, I don't want to make it like a thing that I do all the time. Like I want it to just be like this thing that's there for like fun, giggles, that type of thing. But I've been really thinking about this. I'm not sure how I feel about stuff like AI art, for example, and stuff like that. Because like, okay, on the one hand, the models, as far as I understand it, are being fed on information, like artistic information and like expression, that the artist did not consent being, like, you know, plugged into a machine. So there's like, that's problematic. And then it's like whatever the machine spits out is inherently synthetic because it doesn't have a soul. And in my opinion, like art is a moment of like connection and self-expression, and like the thing that makes it beautiful is the fact that it's made by a human being. I don't care if the brushstroke isn't perfect or it's not the perfect word. Like it's made by a human. On the other hand, an amalgamation of AI information is kind of like a bunch of things made by humans all smashed together. And then when you're generating something with the AI, isn't that like connecting to all of those people at the same time as like some kind of weird sci-fi hive mind? So like, I don't know. Those are the thoughts that I've been having about AI recently. And I'm not sure where I fall on the lines. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Sure, it's not the tool in itself I hate, it's the use it's put to and the eco-ramification of widespread use. Yeah, that's also another concern, like the ecological stuff. But then there's like some companies that are saying like, you know, they're doing their best to like minimize the impact and the risks, and like it's this thing. There's something that Aurora, my favorite singer, said that I really resonate with, which is the fact that AI was kind of created like against our will. Like no one asked us if we wanted this to be made. It was just made. And it was made before we could figure out things like legal permissions, like the evolution of copyright, this whole thing with the artists. Like this is not figured out. But then historically, that's just kind of how humanity does shit. So like I don't know. AI is a blight on society by our reckoning. Automate the work that needs automating before trying to automate art. Necessity, use for accessibility, etc. Yes, it's slightly different, but it's still essentially a plagiarism machine when art is so hard to get proper pay for already. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like that's a very good point. So it's like we have such fantastic technology at our fingertips. We've done so much. We've come so far. But this thing keeps happening of like using it for like the wrong thing or the inefficient thing first, or using it in like a shady way. But I think that is more indicative of like the sickness in society, of like the lack of compassion and like late stage capitalism and stuff like that, and just the fact that like our collective mental health is kind of fucked. So yeah, I don't think that the way that AI being used is like inherently evil. I think it's more just like a symptom of the sickness that we all know is pervasive and connects all the fucking problems that we complain about regularly on this stream. AI art can serve as inspiration, but not as the end product, I guess. Yeah. And then there's, okay, so like one thing that someone brought up about AI art is the whole thing that, like, okay, there are people that have really good creative ideas, but because of things like, for example, disability or inaccessibility, or just the fact that, you know, poverty, they don't have the time, they cannot yet invest their precious time into developing the artistic skills to make their dreams, their artistic creative dreams, like a reality, and that AI art can be like a bridge for that. So it's very complicated. It's very nuanced. Again, I don't know what the fuck I think. I'm just like, all the ideas are swirling around. The world is filled with more inspiring things than you could experience in a million lifetimes. We don't need AI. Oh yeah, for inspiration, absolutely not. Yeah. This is great to study stuff. Not generative in my opinion. Okay. Yeah, let me just go ahead and copy that. Where's it? Wait, no, that's not the thing. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Sweet. I have so much stuff to check out later. Very much the neo-Luddite position. Yeah. Exactly. As a tool, it's neutral. The way I see it being used currently is to replace artists and creatives. If it were used to automate work so we could all indulge in lovely creative expression, I genuinely like it. Big agree on that. Though the eco issues are still very significant. But the fact that it's being used to steal work from actual artists and creatives, not to mention all the theft. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's like the way it's being used, just it's bad fucking vibes. More like prototyping stuff. I don't know. Sickness equals capitalism. Revolution! Yeah. And they are using it as a cudgel to drive down creatives' wages. I kind of feel like I picked one of the worst historical times to become a poet. But like, fuck it, we ball. Precisely. I started this whole shit show of AI. I'm sorry. Uzi! It's not a shit show. It's a conversation. It's okay, Basti. We talk about stuff like this all the time. Like, it's an opportunity for us to all express our different views and just be like, you know, share stuff. At least in this fucking house, because you all have said that this is my house, so like you're in my house. We don't try to change each other's minds. We're not trying to like pressure each other into changing positions or anything like that. Now we're just sharing. It's fine. It's okay. And AI, as far as like resume editors or like just like, can you answer this question about like the legal system in Argentina, has been incredibly useful to me. And I don't know if I would have been able to make it past this like past week without it. So like it does have genuinely good applications. I think that it's important for us all as a society to have this conversation so we can figure out how to use it in a way that like benefits us, is accessible, is prioritizing like the people that need it the most, like the disabled community, the queer community. Like, yeah, this is good. This is a good thing. Calm the fuck down, bitch. Okay. Da 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 da. Just because you can't make good art doesn't mean AI is okay. Yeah, absolutely. Make bad art, it's good for the soul. Yes, that is something I agree with a lot. And okay, there's this person I follow on Instagram. She has this book, I believe it's called We Need Your Art, and she posts stuff all the time. And one of the things that she talks about is like make bad art. And that's one of the things that genuinely makes me feel empowered and good about posting like raw poetry, unedited. I wrote it today. I know this is not going to be like this when it goes in the book, and I don't give a fuck. I'm going to share it anyway because it feels empowering. It feels good to share. And also my thought process is that like, if I can do that, like make bad art and share it, or like rough art, maybe someone else will feel a little bit less inhibited to do it themselves. No, it's okay. It's an important conversation to have. Exactly. Oh, it's fine. I just go off my tism rants with AI. I mean, you and me both. I mean, that's why I'm so good at going live. I cannot shut the fuck up. If we have to automate manufacturing and agriculture, not creative expression, to allow more people to be creative more. Yes, exactly. Excuse me. Hi, I'm live at the moment. Yeah, thank you. Um, so like, yeah, I definitely agree with that. Manufacturing and agriculture, you know, the jobs that are soul crushing, hard to do, usually, you know, people in precarious situations are shoved into doing that for like way less pay than they deserve, and it's not really like there are lots of jobs that don't have like a lot of dignity. I was talking about this with a friend the other day. Oh, really? Uh, Thank you. I really appreciate that. Uh, so yeah, garbage people, you know, like people that come collect the garbage. There's like this thing, this like fucking prejudice that like that's like not a good job to have to do. And I fucking hate that. I think that every job deserves respect and dignity, and that's like another thing that I think we can all work on. Why are we all just like going? Why do I feel the need to apologize for like going on a philosophical rant? That's silly. As someone who has done mind-numbing repetitive jobs, yes. Hell yeah. We wouldn't trust an AI answer to any question. We have no way of discerning truth, only commonalities. Uzi will have something to say about that. I do sincerely believe in the make bad art philosophy. Fuck yeah. I mean, it's kind of telling that when given the tools, we used AI to make art, though. Wait, telling of what? And I'm off to work? No! I won't have an answer to my question. Okay, bye, bestie. Have a good day at work. I love you. Hope work goes okay. It probably does suck as a job, but it's also super important. Adds far more value than any tech bro CEO. Yeah, exactly. And like, isn't there a lack of people that are trying to get into like trade jobs? I also heard this thing the other day that there's a lot of old crafts that are kind of dying out a little bit because like the older generation can't find like young apprentices to pass it down to, and like everyone in our generation is just like we're struggling to make ends meet. Like we just need to get a basic fucking job, and like, and then if we have extra time, we're probably going to do something fun, like, you know, in this community, make a fuck ton of art. So yeah, no one's learning how to like woodwork in the traditional Argentine cowboy way of the 1860s. I don't know if that's a thing, but like that's like a random example. Okay. I love having conversations with you all. We are going to try the other playlist, and we are going to queue up another poem. What is this? Chopin. Nocturne. Sonny Classic Originals. Fuck yeah. Also, Uzi, if you want, you can post like music in the music queue chat in the Discord if you want to ever share stuff like that. Keeping crafts alive and being able to help my friends and family have been big reasons for me to learn mending, sewing, and knitting. I want to do more of that. Okay, I can sew to a basic degree. I can knit to a basic degree. I really like crafts. I really like art. I wish I could just do that all fucking day. But yeah, that's something that we're working towards. There's a thing I want to do with Bestie, where like we do like I want to make medieval pockets, like the types that you just like tie around your waist and it's just like a pocket. Yeah. In general, I would just like to have like a vest that has like a lot of things for little vials and stuff and things that I use every day. I like things strapped to my legs. I like backpacks. I would like a more ergonomic backpack. Yeah. Same, very basic, but you know, practice, practice, practice. Yes, 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 yes. Now it's just a matter of like a lack of time. Wait, this I've seen this before. Did we read this on the last stream? Or did I just read this and it had a severe impact? What happened here? James Francis Elkanah's Travel Diaries. Oh, wait, is this like the third one? Oh. Okay, no, I think I just read this. Okay, let me just do the little stylistic edits and we will be ready to go. You know, a part of me has like that little like capitalist worm in my brain. Like I must rush. I must make sure that the stream runs like Efficiently, fuck that. Fuck that, we vibing. This is our time to just like relax, chill out, hang out, have a good time, get together and feel alright, you know? Oh my god, this one's about Aurora. I love Aurora, she's my favorite singer. I already said that on the stream, but I don't care. I might butcher her name. I'm a little scared of that. I've never actually heard her last name pronounced. She's Norwegian. Sure, I will post in the music channel and check your DM on Discord when free. It is a deep dive of your book, kind of like an overview, which we can share at the end of the stream and listen through it. Okay, for sure. Yeah, it's totally a possibility. Let us switch sides. Hi. Okay, so this is another submission by Sadi. And this is James Francis Elcano's Travel Diaries collection, 3rd volume, Otherworldly Encounters. March 12th, 2024, 11 p.m. Throughout my trips in winter lands beyond, 1,000 nameless sights have graced my eyes. However, something strange surrounds this pond. An aura pulls my heart towards her cries. An aura? Aurora's aura. Okay. March 13th. Hard to remember, but past 5 a.m. I ended up beside a dying fawn while treating wounds. A shiver shook the land. An eerie soul intoned her light at dawn, then healed the deer and took me by the hand. I have no idea. I came back home on March 14th. Also, we're getting like some loss of like awareness of like time going by. I rose from sleep before a pale-skinned dame and tried to gather strength and ask about Aurora Borealis. Know my name. She giggled, smiled, and vanished from the root. February 14th, 2025, 11:30 p.m. When I return on different nights, I hear a playful laugh like northern lights. To Aurora Askness. And if I butchered that, I'm so sorry. I swear I'm a fan. This is part of a series I am planning to do where I describe different encounters with the unknown through the eyes of a traveler known as James Francis Elcano. This is my first attempt. I like it. I really like it. I really like things that are written in like journal format. I could imagine this on like an aged paper thing with like pictures and things, like hand-drawn pictures. You know how explorers used to do like those the sketches like Darwin and stuff like that. That seems like a fucking vibe. Yes, absolutely. We're going to read it again because this is really fun. And I feel like I need to read something a couple times before I, like, you know, understand what the fuck is happening. What lipstick are you using, Inky? Lipstick? You think this is the... Okay, so I put on a little bit of chapstick and then, like, patted it dry because it was a little excessive. I put on crayon black eyeliner. So not liquid, crayon, because like the liquid dries out my lips. So I'm not doing that anymore. And then I put on like this creamy black lipstick, which I think is in the bathroom right now. Yeah. So yeah, just like black lipstick on top. And so far it seems to be holding up pretty good, right? This is the first time I'm putting on both the things. I've been trying to like just put on the lipstick and it tends to like come off very easily. So like, my friend Uzi got me a course on makeup, like professionally, so I'm going to learn how to do that eventually. But I'm also doing a professional course on poetry, hip-hop, music, all of this while busting myself trying to get like an online job. So like I am full of fucking things to do, but like it's fine. We stay vibing, we keep going forward. I'm still somehow caring for myself throughout this fucking bullshit, so like yeah. March 14th, Pi Day. Ooh, that nice catch. A playful laugh like Northern Lights. Amazing. Yes, 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 yes. Reminds me of a Pratchett line I read yesterday. It looked like snow smelled. Does snow smell? I've never actually paid attention to that. Next time it snows, I'm gonna see if I can remember to do that. No links, please. What? Oh, yeah. Wait, Uzi, did I manage to make you a mod? Did it work? Did it function? No, it did not. Fuck. What's the command for that? Huh? Oh, yeah, sorry. Let me just check that real quick. I got a message. Just a moment. Okay. Sweet. Okay, so we might have some noise, some interference. But that's fine. I mean, you'll let me know if it's too annoying and I can always like stop streaming, come back later. We'll see. We'll see. It's fluid. Like me, I'm fluid. I'm also full of fluid. Apparently like 80% of me is water. Maybe that's why like the moon has such like a deep impact. Oh, diary entry style writing reminds us of a book series we liked as kids. It was a set of fictional diaries set up to tell the story of living as a normal person through historical events. You mean like our entire generation? I like that though. If you remember the name of it, please let me know. I do have like a TBR. It is long, it is intimidating, and I don't care. I want it to keep growing. Perchance. What do you mean, perchance? Said that your messages confuse me. Most weather has something of a smell or effect on smells as they change air pressure and humidity, which affects scent carry. My sense of smell has been kind of fucked for the past few years because I got COVID, like, I lost count. 7 times? 8 times? I don't know. But it's coming back! It is returning! So, yeah, maybe I'll actually be able to, like, smell the snow this year. Okay. James Francis Elcano's Travel Diaries collection, 3rd volume, Otherworldly Encounters. March 12th. 2024, 11 p.m. Throughout my trips in winter lands beyond, 1,000 nameless sights have graced my eyes. However, something strange surrounds this pond. An aura pulls my heart towards her cries. March 13th. Hard to remember, but past 5 a.m. I ended up beside a dying fawn while treating wounds. A shiver shook the land. An eerie soul intoned her light at dawn, then healed the deer and took me by the hand. I have no idea. I came back home on March 14th. I rose from sleep before a pale-skinned dame and tried to gather strength and ask about. Aurora Borealis, know my name. She giggled, smiled, and vanished from the route. February 14th, 2025, 11:30 p.m. Whenever I return on different nights, I hear a playful laugh like Northern Lights. To Aurora Askness, someone please teach me how to pronounce that. You know, when I hear stories about elves and stuff in like Scandinavian countries, there's like this feeling, this whimsical little vibe of like when you're a kid and people tell you about like Santa Claus and fairies and you're like, huh, that can't be true. Is it true though? Is it actually true? Or like the Tooth Fairy, and like you have like actual feelings of like dread and wonder and like you want to see her, but like what if she's like horrifying, but also she's a fairy? This poem is giving that. I don't know if that's clear, but that is the vibe, and I like the vibe. So thank you so much for sharing, Sadi. Ames, cue this up though. Wait, cue what up? Poetry Foundation? Oh, this. Okay. No, yeah. Like we're doing poetry submissions today, but like Uzi, you are making good suggestions, and we will talk about this. Okay, look. Look, this is the situation. I want to make content. I want to make so much content. I have so many ideas for content. I want to make YouTube videos. I want to make podcasts. I want to stream more. I want to stream on TikTok. I want to dance. That's new. I want to sing. That is not new. I'm learning musical instruments. But the job grind. So, basically, yes, please continue to send suggestions, tell me what to do. We will be doing all of these things. What I cannot promise is like a specific time frame because it's all dependent on like logistics, life, and like energy levels. So, yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Hang on, I got lost in the chat. Wait, what did I... Did I pin that? I did not mean to pin that. How do I unpin that? Unpin this message. Okay, cool. Did you want Uzi to be a mod? I did. Yes, please. If you could help me with that, that'd be amazing. There was one that was someone being hired on as a maidservant for a trip on the Titanic. Unfortunately, our memory is a sieve, so a name of the series is unlikely to come. That's fair. I'm also working on like the hypothalamus. You're totally fine. But if I hear about that, I'll put it on the TBR. Like if I find the name of it. She was a Phantom of Delight by William Wordsworth. I want to listen to that in your lovely voice. Izzy, that's such a nice way of asking for that. My God. Okay, I will definitely read it. Maybe I'll make a video of it. Maybe I can put that on TikTok. Maybe at the end. Can you post it in the Discord? Oh, I can't. Okay, wait. Maybe I can do this from my phone. Let's see. Uzi, if I just like go here. Add as a mod. There we. It's just like a button. Fuck yeah, I love buttons, especially red buttons. Inky, the command is /mod. Thank you. I found the button though. Okay. Let's go ahead and why did I close that? This is the next one. Because y'all sent me so many submissions. I've been reading them just like, oh my God, I want to talk about these. I want to talk about these so much. Yeah, okay, we have a submission from Nadarine. Let me just go ahead and copy this. Oh, I forgot to put Sedi's name at the top and Esme's name. Sorry. We're getting back in the swing of it, okay? We're getting back in the saddle. The last time I streamed, it was too long ago. Okay, so this is italic. Into here, this is not bold. And this is first submission by Nadarine. Exciting! Okay. Let me know if you can hear that. Okay. Love a good button. Not red button. Very dangerous. I like danger. Oh yes, it's so good. I'll pin them from now on. Yeah. We are reading an untitled poem by Nadarine. Oh fuck yeah. That's so helpful. Thank you, Esme. That's what you meant. I was trying to figure it out. Okay. So here we go. Exciting. First submission by Nadarine. What is perfection, you ask? A foul portent, calamitous mask. How far must I travel for this arduous task? What else must I give to achieve this farce? Do you want my blood, my bones, my still beating heart? Take what you will. Give me pain in return. You will never take my soul. Ali, this is powerful. This is really good. And like, yes, I love that I'm learning the terminology. Inklings, I am evolving. Okay. I love that the stanzas have, different amounts of verses. I'm a little insecure about that one. Is that the right, like, is a, what, lines? Lines? Is this a line or a verse? Is it different from music to poetry? Okay. Lines. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so like yeah, I love that the stanzas have a different amount of lines because it adds a little level of like chaos and spice. And I feel like that really adds to the feeling, the vibe of like, what the fuck do you want from me, mate? Like, what do you want? Like just I love that. Yes. And I, on a personal level, relate to this poem. Just a little rambling from me. Look away. I will not look away. I will look, and I will read, and I will stream. You put this in the submissions chat. You knew what you were asking for. Okay, this is so good. Like seriously, the talent is insane. Oh yes, it's so good. We'll go with it. I'm gonna read it again. First submission by Nerdarine. What is perfection, you ask? A foul portent, calamitous mask. How far must I travel for this arduous task? What else must I give to achieve this farce? Do you want my blood? My bones? My still beating heart? Take what you will. Give me pain in return. You will never take my soul. It's so goth. Like, yes, foul portent is a great description. Yes. Yes. It really is. Oh, the perfectionist in me is screaming. Oh my god, then you should really like be careful if you visit my Instagram page because like here's the thing about me, right? Okay. I'm doing a professional poetry class. We are doing this, we are evolving because I am now a published author and like I do actually want to learn how to do this shit properly. But everything that I have written so far has been almost completely unstructured, total complete fucking chaos, all vibes, all flavor, all spice. And the only education and like poetic knowledge I have been getting are from my lovely inklings and also from Ginny. So yeah, because like Ginny is a poetry streamer that does like analysis, and she really goes deep into like how poems work, what these things are. That's where I learned what a stanza is. So yeah. Yeah. Hang on, I keep getting lost in the chat. There we go. Your next poem is by Sedna. Ooh, okay. Perfection sucks. Perfection kills progress. Yes, exactly. So like we just keep going. We just, like Esme said, make bad art. You know, it's freeing, it's empowering. Who the fuck decided that art had to be any good? It's supposed to be fun, in my opinion. Like my art, at least. Like I do it for fun and for emotional exorcism. Because I am a witch. Like, I don't know if you can tell. I think I might be being a little bit subtle with the whole like goth witch thing. I don't know. I'm not sure. Is it obvious yet? You go ahead. Let my perfectionists die. Okay. We will mourn them together, and something beautiful will rise from the ashes. Okay, sorry. I got Phoenix bullshit on the brain. Okay. Subtlety is for cowards. Cowards and mysterious people. Like, I'm not mad at Aragorn being kind of like weird and subtle, at least at first. He goes hard in the end. Viggo Mortensen is such a fucking vibe. Okay. So, back to the Discord. Ooh! Right! The next one's by Sphere, specifically Sedna. Amazing. Okay. Let's go ahead and copy that. Submission. Okay. I'm just doing like full usernames. And we're gonna go to view. Can I like have the whole thing visible? It's like right on the edge. I don't know. You guys let me know if it doesn't look very good. being elusive and hidden isn't subtlety. Mysterious isn't a subtle vibe. Okay, that's fair. I have a problem with nonchalance. Nathan Apollo made a video about this the other day, and I'm like, I agree completely. Like, when did nonchalant become like generally accepted as being cool? I'm very oh my god, the Shadow Legion has followed. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Like, when did nonchalance become like a cool thing? Like, fuck that. I'm very chalant. I can't. Oh my god, my choker's not on. I feel naked. Okay. Like, I care so much about so many things, and I'm very vocal about it because, like, I had to be very quiet for like a very long time in my life, and I'm fucking done with that. I have a lot to say. That's not just a masculine thing. Wait, what? Oh, I'm drowning out the masculine urge to talk about that one scene in The Two Towers where Aragorn kicks the helmet. Because you're a fucking nerd. Oh, so am I, though. So, yeah. You can talk about it if you want. It's a fun fact. Hi, welcome. What are you doing? We are reading poetry that has been submitted to my Discord server. So, like, here in this space, we chat, we vibe, we talk about complex philosophical questions or, like, what we had for breakfast. We're just hanging out, but, like, yeah, this is a poetry stream, so we read the poetry, we analyze poetry. I'm not like a professional analyst, though. I just go by vibes and like the impression that I get from stuff. I am a poet, though. Like, I'm a published author. I published my book like a couple weeks ago. I really want to go get my choker. I'm like very tempted to like BRB on the stream to go just to kiss. Okay. Aragorn was the first man I got a crush on. Fuck yeah. I mean, a character, but still. I mean, he's still a man. It's okay. Even if they're fictional men, they still count as men. Nerds in a poetry reading stream? Never. Yeah, no, there's not a nerd in sight. What are you talking about? Nonchalance is only cool because we're at a place where genuine enthusiasm is seen as lesser than. Love hard, friends. Burn the world with your passion. Fuck yeah. Excuse you, Inky. I'm right here. Yes, exactly. Live authentically and kill the cringe. Yes. Yes, I read a post about this. I think it was one of like those Pinterest or Instagram things like forever ago that was like, don't stop doing things that make you cringe. Kill the part of you that cringes. And like, okay, I'm trying to gentle parent the part of me that cringes because like, she's not going anywhere apparently. But it's fine. There are some dumb bitches in my brain. We deal with it. We breathe. We move through it. Look, Aragorn is probably a better first crush than Sherlock from BBC Sherlock as figuring out you like manga. Okay, but like, let's be real. As far as like fictional men go, Watson from BBC Sherlock, hella attractive. We love a devoted husband. Oh my god, that's hot. I say that as a lesbian. I was just about to refer to that. What's up? Hello, Kisgurt. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? I don't really, especially since the HRT. I'm fascinated by like you know, like the changes that occur like physically, psychologically due to HRT. Like, yeah. Whenever anybody wants to talk about that, like please. I'm very here for the information. Vasif is here, Ames. Oh my god, that's Vasif! Welcome! Hello. Okay, so for anybody that doesn't know, Uzi and Vasif created my website. Also, I need to make like a Nightbot command for my website, but for now, I think I can post links because I like own the stream. Let's see. That. inkycapnip.com. How cool is that? How cool is that? You can read my poetry, you can buy my book, you can go to like my Blue Sky and stuff. I think my Instagram link is on there. I'm not sure. We'll find out. But like, anyway, let's go to the next poem. Yeah. The website is dope. Thank you. Yeah, they did such a fantastic job. So like if you'll need web designers, Uzi and Vasif, amazing people, amazing designers. I forgot I could full screen this, so like it's not so like okay. So here we have a submission from Sphere System. Said, thank you for the submission. I am a shattered mirror of a distant life, another's broken dreams. I shattered the mirror. I broke the reflection. I will not be their pawn. I have looked inside, gazed upon their impositions within my psyche. Now I shatter their dreams, rend the chains in my mind. They tried to control me, disguise their terrible purpose, to make of me a pawn. Now I stand a shattered mirror. Now I stand a shattered mirror, a queen of my own existence, not another's pawn. It took great courage from my headmates. It takes work to this day. I mourn those left behind, but now I can help heal those wounded by the monsters in the night. Oh my god, Sedna. Okay. I love this. I also I feel very strongly for this because like I use a lot of the same language in my poetry. So it's like reading something written by like poetry kin, if that's like a thing, like someone I feel is very familiar. So like thank you so much for sharing. I'm definitely reading this again. Like that was beautiful. Let me see where I am in the chat. Okay. I mean, I was 90% attracted to women. It just really moved it to 99%. I used to say that when I was 16, when I identified as bisexual, that I was like 90% into women and like 10% into men. And then I realized that was just compat. Did I realize this last year? Yes, but we don't talk about that part, okay? At least I'm going into my 30s somewhat secure in my sexuality. I am deeply and utterly entranced by every woman. And some guys are cute. Look, yeah. Balance. That's very fair. Women do be pretty. Yeah, women. NB is a toss-up. I'm an NB. Hello. They be. That last line is such a good motivator. Yes. We love the self-compassion. They're like, fuck, people might have fucked me up, but I'ma be good to me. I'ma be good to myself. There is such power in that. It's such an act of rebellion. Thank you. It's in some ways very literal, but also very symbolic. Oh my god, Sedna, I do the same things. Okay, so sometimes I'm writing poetry and I'm like, is this too literal? And then someone's like, I don't get the metaphor, and I'm like, okay. This is only very clear to me. Maybe it's also clear to you. So like, yeah. Also, just by the way, I know I posted it on the submissions for Stream Channel, but if we get to my second poem, we don't have to read it. It's heavy and I'm worried it might be too much for people. Okay, thank you for warning me, Ali. However, something that I've realized is that a lot of my poetry is quite edgy and like emotionally intense. And I kind of want to like lean into that in the sense of like, you know, we were talking about this, my inklings empowered me to really see this as like my space, my house. And I don't want to turn this into a space where we get scared of the heavy feelings, because I want to feel comfortable sharing my deep, dark demons and monsters and beasts. And I would like to extend the same courtesy to everyone in my community. So I think that as long as we're moving through it with like, be aware, warnings, trigger warnings, I think that we should be okay. But thank you for your consideration. That's very kind. You did well. Yes, you are definitely in the utterly entranced category for me. Oh my god, Esme. That's so nice of you to say and to notice. I'd like to hear it. Yeah, me too. It's so good. Unless you are uncomfortable, Ali. Yeah. If you're ever uncomfortable sharing, that's another thing I want to make clear. I need to like expand my rules. You are always free to share and then take back. I can cut chunks out of YouTube videos for VODs. I can edit stuff. I can delete messages off of the Discord server. There's all kinds of stuff that we can do. So never feel like once you've shared, you can't take it back, because that's like a pervasive philosophy on the internet that like once it's out there for good. And I don't think that that's the way that it should be. I think that if you want to erase something off the internet, you should be allowed to, and that it's actually a form of harm to force us to keep things on the internet that we don't want there anymore. And maybe this will change in the future, maybe not. Either way, my community, it's going to be a little different. Okay, so submission from Sphere System. I am a shattered mirror of a distant life, another's broken dreams. I shattered the mirror. I broke the reflection. I will not be their pawn. I have looked inside, gazed upon their impositions within my psyche. Now I shatter their dreams, rend the chains in my mind. They tried to control me, disguise their terrible purpose to make of me a pawn. Now I stand, a shattered mirror, a queen of my own existence, not another's pawn. It took great courage from my headmates. It takes work to this day. I mourn those left behind, but now I can help heal those wounded by the monsters in the night. Thank you once again for the submission, Sedna. And like, okay, I want to read one of mine, because monsters in the night. I posted something on Instagram. Can I just like type it in? And it's called House Full of Monsters. Welcome to my Instagram page. And wait, can I like not? Oh, come on. Okay, fine. Hang on, I'll just like load it in from Obsidian. And like, yeah, I feel like it's kind of poignant to share it after this poem. Let me go ahead and look for ideas. Oh, wait, no, books. Functional family. House Full of Monsters. I wonder if Google Docs is going to take Markdown very well. Oh, right, this is in view. It's not. Okay, hang on. I'll edit it. 1 second. Okay, so title, we'll do heading to, make this italic. I wrote this one with Uzi, which like, isn't that cool? I didn't know that was an option. Like, you could just like write poetry with your friends. That's so kind of you. I forgot what we were talking about, but I, hell yeah. Also, I appreciate what you said, Inky. Thanks. You too, Esme. Hell yeah. Oh, like the thing about like being able to take stuff back. Cause like, yeah. I think that should just be the default. Cause like I sometimes panic about some of the shit that I have up on the internet, but it's like, can't do anything about it now. And I don't want anyone else to feel like that in my community. Can you please check Signal when possible? I sent you the book overview audio. Yeah, sure. Let me just open Signal. Yeah, everything is an option. I literally have that written in a notebook, and like in big letters, and like I read it over and over. Okay, we're gonna do the book overview some other time, but I will read the summary at the end of the stream. I was trying to write a poem of my own. Now Sedna is also in front, muddling my thoughts with joy on the reception. This isn't a complaint, just an observation on their reception. Well, I'm very glad that the reception caused joy, and thank you for sharing that, Selfin. And I hope that the creative flow can, like, you know, Continue flowing. And everything is permitted. Everything is an option and everything is permitted. Yes, this is important. This is very important. I'm gonna put this in the Discord later. I lied. I'm gonna put it in the Discord now. Inky spores. Where are we putting quotes? Oh, and voice channels. Okay, there we go. Everything is an option. Everything is permitted. And everything is permitted. That's me. Yeah. I love that. You did well, Sedna. Yes, we accept that the moment it's online, it's essentially public and forever, but the willingness to retract is very appreciated regardless. Hell yeah. Okay, so this is my poem. It talks about monsters. House full of monsters. Shout out Uzi for the collab. Everything in italic is something that Uzi wrote. Mother serves me up on a silver platter. My dad wants my reality to shatter. Invisible wire tightens around freshly grown wings. It frightens me, yet I prevail, even when it stings. Parroting back sharp words of the monster with which she lays, she gets what she deserves, that's why with him she stays. Awful monsters love each other because they see themselves in another. I will not allow their shame to taint those I aim to call a lover. Yeah. So that's House Full of Monsters. Little teaser of like what the fuck book 2 is gonna be about. Yeah. It is very rude of tech to ban key smashes. How else am I supposed to respond? Sedna. That's such a vibe. Okay, now I need to go find my choker and also engage in a vice. And I'm going to experiment with doing like little stream breaks to see if I can go for a little bit longer. Just trying to make this, sustainable. Hang out with you more. I know it's counterintuitive, but sometimes we have to spend 5 minutes apart so we can spend an hour more together later. And that's just the way that life works. Why am I speaking like Okay. Anyway, I'm having a great time. I hope you're having a great time. I shall return. So yeah, stay safe. I'll be right back. Hi. Did you miss me? I missed you a little bit. Okay. That was good. I didn't get too much anxiety about like stepping away from stream for that long. So that was cool. But like, hi. Everybody take care of your bodies during the break. Yes, very good advice. Hydrate, feed yourself, move and appreciate your surroundings. Yes, a little bit of mindfulness never goes wrong. Let's look away from the screens and walk a bit. I miss ya. Oh, bestie. Okay, so we're gonna try out my instrumental playlist. I have been working on like collecting instrumental music for a little bit now. Is a lot of this just like copy pasting other people's playlists and then just adding stuff that I like onto it? Yes. Okay, so this is the Wander Home music because we've been playing Wander Home with Ginny and another friend. I love this playlist so much. Okay. Let's prepare the next submission. That's good. Self-care is important. Yes, I quit SIGs about a week ago and I just got to the point I don't want to spin and kick everyone in the world anymore. I'm about to do that because like I hopped back on the tobacco train. At least it's rolled tobacco, but like still I don't really want to be doing that anymore. But yeah, I'm just waiting for my situation to get to a point where like I feel like I can do that. We didn't really look away, but did get some herbal tea brewing and water. Good. Hydration is good. Got to maintain that 80% of the body. The fluid pull that the moon has an effect on. Nice. I got dinner. Kale and sausage. Ooh, Uzi was telling me about how kale is like a superfood. And yeah, I'm excited. There's not a lot of like accessibility for like fresh fruit and veg in my town, but that's okay. If I get any, it's going in a smoothie. Ooh, sounds tasty. It does. Tis. Yes, we love tasty food. Tasty food. Okay, so going back into submissions. Oh, I got a message. Chat is off by a bit on the top. Ooh, okay, thank you for letting me know. I will try to fix that as soon as we switch back to the other one. Okay. Okay, so we have Shake My Spears DMV poems. So copy text, put that in here. And just format it real quick. I really wish I had like a thing for displaying the poetry on stream that was markdown friendly. Maybe we can like research that. Because like everything in Discord is markdown, everything that I write in Obsidian is in markdown. Okay, so we're gonna put submission by Shake My Spear. Does it have an E at the end? I don't remember if it has an E at the end. I got to make a note of that somewhere. Kale is farmer's workman's food here. Fuck yeah. We're out of tobacco. Hopefully this time we can at least actually stick to vaping long enough. Quitting feels realistic. Yeah, I've been watching like Andrew Huberman videos about like health and stuff. Oral health, learning how to brush my teeth like scientifically. Also, okay, so like I don't know if you can see, but like my glitter looks hot. But like it tends to move around, like it like bunches up in the creases of my eyelids, and I don't know how to get it to like just stay uniform. I should probably look up some like drag makeup because like, oh my god, drag is so beautiful, and like just the skills, the fucking skills. I tried putting eyelash glue on to keep the glitter in one place, but it did not work. So quitting must be extra hard as a system. Yeah, that does make sense. You can create another vault and put submissions there and open with Obsidian. Okay. Inky be like, stream! Yes! We are reading on Waiting at DMV by Shake My Spear. Oh, okay, there's the username. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the help. I want to learn makeup, but it makes me super dysphoric. Ooh, okay, Esme, DM me that. We'll talk. I have things to say. Shake my nerdy. The main difficulty is the lack of good mental health from all the aforementioned shattering. It's hard to not have chemical dependence when your thoughts are always running a mile a minute. Yeah, I feel that. So like, I have a monster. My mom brought me that. Um, yeah, yeah, no, absolutely. Like for me, it's always been like emotional regulation. You know, not being able to control the hurricane outside, so you try to medicate the storm inside. Yeah, that's why I'm like focusing more on environmental factors rather than demonizing myself and not being able to quit smoking just yet. Racing thoughts are shitty. Yeah. Absolute goat. Okay, so let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit more and then put this in viewing mode and switch sides. Okay, and apparently the chat is a little bit fucked, so we're going to go ahead and unlock that and to chunk that down a little. Okay, that should be good. Let me know if it overflows again. Submission by Shake My Spear. My time at the DMV inspired me to write a couple poems. On waiting at the DMV. My brain is dying, cell by cell, and now my head's a hearse. At first I thought this place was hell, but no, it's so much worse. I feel that. I've only ever had to go to like an American DMV once, but I did not have a good time. Yeah, so like I relate. I've never been to hell, but I've been to the DMV. This building is under a curse that no one could hope to reverse. So evil a spell, the forces of hell would struggle to conjure up worse. Again, like this really like fun way that Shake My Spear has of writing is just a pleasure to read. So like, thank you for the submission. We're gonna go again. On waiting at the DMV. My brain is dying, cell by cell, and now my head's a hearse. At first I thought this place was hell, but no, it's so much worse. I've never been to hell, but I've been to the DMV. This building is under a curse that no one could hope to reverse. So evil a spell, the forces of hell would struggle to conjure up worse. And that's it, isn't it? Like the evil, the banal evil inherent in bureaucracy and like forcing people to like, okay, so like you have to go to the government building, you have to do the things, you have to wait, you have to queue. And these are things that we all have to do collectively as a society. And I think that it's kind of like a sign of a sick society that these things are difficult to access, uncomfortable to go through, sensorily activating, and just ugh. I think that the things that you're obligated to do should be aesthetically pleasing and sensorially comfortable to go through. So, yeah, that's my hot take on like the DMV. Yeah, get yourself situationally stable, then calm the storm, then quit. Seems to be the sensible route. Currently working on the storm inside, at least. Yeah, exactly. And that's part of like what poetry is for me, like functionally, you know? Let me just switch back. Because there's this scientific research thing that says that language can be a substitute for action for our brains. So like even if we can't do anything to get out of like a stressful or like bad situation, we can talk about it, we can write about it, and that can calm things a little bit. Because like it's not 100% impossible, I think, but it's very difficult to heal from trauma when you are like actively getting traumatized. But at least you can like depressurize, you know, by like expressing yourself. And I think that that's why channels of self-expression are really important, whether you share online or just write for yourself. I think that that's really, really good, because like writing black and white has been incredible. It's been so stabilizing. And now when I get emotionally dysregulated, I have a book that I can just read, because like I wrote black and white for me first and for the Inklings and the world at large second. Bessie said that was a good idea, like Gado. And yeah, it's just been really good. So I would highly recommend, even if you're not planning on publishing a book, putting together a book of your poetry for your own consumption. Good vibes. Hang on. Let me see if did I read this message. My head's a hearse has that good. What is okay? I've seen this emo on Jenny's stream. BIM. What is BIM? Please explain. You mean nicotine? Yeah, I waited until I was in a less stressful situation. To add a positive, the civil servant who helped me get my new correct passport was really supportive about my trans journey. That's nice. Hell yeah, bureaucracy is not all bad. Fuck yeah, we love a win for the community. Nicotine, caffeine, any self-medication, really. Yeah, I'm gonna bring up the magician's quote again. Life is raw. Everybody medicates. I feel you. Bim, bim, bim. It has a good rhythm. Ah, yes, it definitely does. You heard that my abandonment issues? Watch out for my poetry book. Hell yeah, Bassif. Wait, do you also write poetry? Because like, if you told me this, I forgot, and I do apologize. But like, that's cool. You should share some on like the Discord. Yeah. From that poet, Ginny was reading a lot. I forget his name. Bukowski? Yeah. Okay, I admire some of Bukowski's poetry, but like he gives me like vibes. So like I don't think he's someone that like I would read on my own accord, you know. But like I'll listen to Jenny read Bukowski any day. I'm kind of sad I don't have like the time currently to go through like all of her YouTube videos yet. Ooh, okay, we got to Nerdarine's second poem. So let's go ahead and pop that in. So the first part is bold. So submission by Nadarine. Okay. Gonna view it, zoom out a little because the whole thing fits. Yes. Okay. We are ready. Let's go. The demon in the bottle. Bukowski. I got to introduce you to Lorca. Yes, yes, please. Introduce me to more poets. I want to expand my creative horizons. We are currently reading Love by Nerdarine. Yes. Love. Trigger warning. References to abuse. Keep yourself safe. If you need to quit out of the stream and come back later, or just quit out of the stream full stop, do that. Your safety is a priority. Love. My first memory of you, how I remember your love, is a pencil between my fingers and your fist against my bones. I only remember my failures, the way my head hung low. I'm sure there must have been triumphs, but I only see anguish and woe. You claim now to have changed with promises I know are worth naught. But how am I meant to forgive when your voice drowns out my thoughts? You've done none of the work, no labour nor toil, yet for forgiveness you feel entitled, despite my pain being unbridled. With you I may laugh, I shall definitely lie, but I will never forget. You were the first to ever make me cry. The way I'm actually tearing up right now, like um, this hits, yeah. This is really good. This is talented, skilled, yes, but like this is raw. And this is what I love about poetry, because it is raw emotion. It, in my opinion, just based on the way that I am and my perception of the world, this is the closest that we get to connecting, to really sharing how we feel. So thank you for your submission and for your vulnerability. I'm going to read it again. Love. My first memory of you, how I remember your love is a pencil between my fingers and your fist against my bones. I only remember my failures, the way my head hung low. I'm sure there must have been triumphs, but I only see anguish and woe. You claim now to have changed, with promises I know are worth naught. But how am I meant to forgive when your voice drowns out my thoughts? You've done none of the work, no labour nor toil, yet for forgiveness you feel entitled, despite my pain being unbridled. With you I may laugh, I shall definitely lie, but I will never forget. You were the first to ever make me cry. Yeah. I feel for you, Ellie. I also feel solace in the fact that we've been through a lot and that we feel comfortable talking about that, making art about that, sharing that. And I think that that is just like something really beautiful that we're building together in this community. So thank you. Thank you. Of course, this is such a raw and authentic work. My favorite kinds. Uzi, I love you. Yeah, I love Uzi too. Wait, why is this written for my dad? And that's the thing, isn't it? Like, I realized that art, in a way, kind of saved my life. Because when I didn't have the language for the situation that I was in, other people had words. And I took them and I repeated them as if they were my own. And that was the thing that enabled me to find my voice. And that's why I want to spend more time now like consuming art, and why I love consuming the submissions that you'll share in the submission chat, in the art and poetry chat, even if I don't always have the energy or the time or just the capacity verbally to respond. Like, I'm reading every single thing that you send, and I am so grateful for the continued affirmation and reaffirmation that I am not alone, you are not alone, we are not alone. I wrote it in my book, you are not alone. And that's something that used to make me really mad. Like, when I was really, really, really depressed and someone was like, you're not alone. I'm like, I am fucking alone. There's no one else here with me. But like, nah. We're going through this shit together. Because Nerdery knows how to tap into the human experience. I think a few of us are taken aback. You're all very kind. We are honest. Yes, we are honest. And my dad too. Or you've seen the poem I wrote. But my dad, I have a new one. I could read it. Take the compliment. You've earned it, Ali. Never, but I appreciate it, Esme. Well, I'm gonna keep complimenting you anyway. Yeah, I mean, Ali, you express the depths of your talent and skill. These are the consequences of your fucking actions. Like, I'm sorry, mate. Get with the program. I mean, whether you like it or not, it's gonna keep happening. Cheers. Okay. Let's figure out the next submission. Ooh, we have another one from Sphere. This one's from Kat. Okay, let's go ahead and copy that in. Copy the text. Go back into editing mode. Why don't I feel the need to like narrate what I'm doing? Okay. Submission by Sphere System. And we go back into viewing mode. There's a magic spell in Spanish called Inky Bonita. When you say it, the ink just smiles. I love that. That's also getting quoted. Hell yeah, second quote of the day. Let's go ahead and go into Inky quotes. And this is Sadi. That's lovely. Maybe okay, at some point when we get to like a certain critical mass of like Inky quotes, I'll just make that a post on the website. We'll just do that periodically. There is difference between saying you are not alone and for someone to actually be there. It hurts to say that my dad said he is there for me, but was never there actually emotionally. Yeah. No, absolutely. That's what the poem in Black and White Love is about. Love is an action. Love is not a concentration spell for all my D&D nerds out there. Hello, I am one of you. Yeah, because like that's what it is. Because you can say you love someone and that's all well and good, but like being there, supporting them, listening to them, seeing them, that takes work, intentional, consistent work. And I realized that for a really long time in my life, I felt kind of evil because I wanted to love. I'm like, this is very normal for the people in the queer community. We want to love, and everybody's like, the way that you love is wrong. Whatever, fuck off. And I realized that the reason why my love, my affection was punished with like rejection, coldness, in some cases violence, was because the person on the other side was not capable of reciprocity, and they wanted me to stop because if I stopped, then they didn't feel the pressure to reciprocate, and then they were like, they could continue to be blind to the fact that they couldn't love me back. But I'm no longer taking responsibility or any accountability for that shit. It's like, if you can't handle my love, that's fine. I will leave. But I will not fight back. I will not attack. I will defend if it's necessary, but I will not fight someone just for the sin of like not being able to love me. However, I will not be a safe place for the consequences of the actions of someone violent. Yeah, there is alone in that there's nobody around, and the nobody who's there for you or nobody who can believe is there for you. It's quite emotionally ravaging to, you know, pluck up the guts to be vulnerable and share the reality of like a really bad situation, and then to have someone be like, I don't believe you, or like, if that's true, it's gutting. It's really gutting, and I think that's something very difficult to explain to people who haven't been through that situation, to like why it's important to have compassion for victims and survivors wherever they are on the journey. Because yeah, even if 1 in 100 is lying, do you really want to risk hurting one of the 99? Yeah, I'm sorry, friend. It's a horrible feeling to not feel shelter and love at home. Please be kind to yourself. Yes, love is not an explosion. It's a beat going hum, drum, hum, drum. Yes, love takes its time. Oh my god, we're getting so sweet. We are fully convinced we'll end up in hell for being evil. We aren't Christian or even come from a Christian family, so that's fun. Also spent years denying that we were plural because hearing voices makes you crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if hearing voices makes you crazy, then like we're in the same boat, bitch. Like, I contain multitudes. I'm an atheist. If hell is real, I'll be there with you. I mean, if hell is real as far as like the way that the fucking Christians are painting it, it's full of gay people. Why would I want to be anywhere else? Like, catch me like sipping Mai Tais with the devils or whatever. Meant positively. Oh, okay, okay. I am agnostic, and I will be there in hell if there is one with y'all bitches. Fuck yeah. Let's fucking go. Just spilling all over hell. Okay, we're gonna switch back to the poetry. Submission by sphere system. Crystalline. We are as crystals, strong, yet brittle. When we break, we shatter. But diamonds are crystals too, so breaking isn't easy. We grow with time as the river of life flows past, depositing experiential minerals. We shift and change, shatter under stress, coalesce under pressure. We are many, independent yet interlinked. We are as crystals, sharp as a knife in places, shining like stars in the right light, capable of shattering, yet inevitably growing. By Cat. I love this one. I mean, I am a gay. I am a Steven Universe gay. So like, crystals, you speak in my fucking language. Like, yes, yes. And I love this. Like, every line is beautiful. There was this video on Instagram the other day that I really fucking loved. Like, it was like, yes, diamonds form under pressure, and bread dough rises with rest. Some of us flourish under pressure. Some of us flourish. Oh my god, the American came back. Flourish through like rest. So like, what works for one person doesn't work for another one necessarily. And I think that that's important to keep in mind. Because like I've had people in my life be like, what the fuck are you doing? You're in bed. And like, yeah, this is productive. Like, fuck you. Inky meetup in Tartarus. Oh my god, if Eris is there, she might be my first crush. I don't know. Like, we are not afraid of hell. The first sign of madness, you talk to yourself. The second sign of madness, yourself talks back. Really fucked us over for years, even if it does go hard. And like, yeah, we are definitionally mad. So, I mean, yeah, same. That's why I keep saying that I'm insane. Because like, this is what insanity looks like. It's hot and creative. All my favorite people are. I'm agnostic. If there is a heaven where the religious folk are headed, that feels like hell to me. It sounds really boring. Oh, I don't want to be with those people, you know? And I count myself among my favorite people. Fuck yes, Esme. Fuck yes. I am my favorite person too. That is important. Hi, I'm just gonna sit here. Wait, bilingual, what languages do you speak? Also, hi, Stylish Veil. Hi, everyone. Carigo, brr. Hello, welcome to this stream. I hope you are enjoying yourself. I speak English. I speak Spanish. Hablo castellano fluido porque soy de Argentina. Argentina, papá. No tengo mate, pero tengo Monster. This is like the next... Oh my god, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it's the next best thing. Like, if we're not drinking mate, we're drinking Monster. So, like, this is Argentinian. Cheers. But yeah, at different parts of my life, I have spoken French. Je parle un petit peu de français parce que quand je suis petit, j'habite dans la Polynésie française, mais je suis out of practice. If anyone would like to speak French with me, please help me. Because like, I love languages, but I can only stay up with it consistently if I have someone to speak with, you know? Like, that's... I love people. I love socializing. Turns out pressure isn't right for everyone. Yeah. I am fantastic in a crisis because I have practice, but I hate it. I want things to be chill. I do not get inspired by crisis. I get inspired by going to see my art teacher who has a beautiful life and a beautiful house and a beautiful relationship, and she cooks beautiful food, and I'm just like, I want that for me, and that fills me with the passion of a million suns to like launch myself into the world. But like pressure, it just makes me feel sad and angry and dysregulated, and then I have to nap more. Like, no, thank you. I'm under so much pressure. Puedo hablar español también. Oh my god, yes! Welcome, fellow bilingual person, or trilingual, or polyglot. I'm not sure. How many languages do you speak? You speak Kangri too. I barely speak Kangri. Uzi, I don't remember a single thing that you taught me. I'm sorry. It takes me a second to like get the engine going. I love languages, but I'm a bit dumb. Et je parle un peu de français. Ah! My hecking hack, you speak it better than I do. Well, then let's speak in French more. Okay, I have this idea. I'm gonna read this poem again, but I have to say this. Okay. I have this idea to do like voice calls because I'm gonna be spending some time job grinding and doing shit, but like I love talking to you. So what if I just spent some time in the voice chat and we had like a voice chat of like, I trust you to not like break the terms and conditions of the streaming platform we're on, and we can just like talk and hang out, and I'll like stream with my camera and stuff, and we'll just like get stuff done and be live at the same time. It won't be as involved or like engaging as a poetry stream, but yeah, and then we can just like all talk and we can practice languages too. Like, I don't know, is that like something that you'd be interested in? Because like I would like to do that. I'm probably going to do that with Uzi no matter what, but it would be nice to include some more inklings in this venture to participate in capitalistic exploitation. Bien sûr, mais je ne parle très bien aussi. Oh my god, we have more French speakers. I'm learning French and it's been kicking my ass. Language club? Language club. Study club? Yes. To flourish, I need a lot of rest, interspersed with weird adventures. That's a fucking vibe. Pressure will get us from A to B. Sure, but it will wipe us out. Calm and relaxed nights mean we don't make it, but at least we won't feel dead afterwards. Yeah, it's the balance, isn't it? Yay! For Inky. For Inky. That could be entertaining. Fuck yeah. How close are you to Quebec? Oh, that's in Canada, right? Okay, I'm gonna read the poem again, because I really like this poem. Submission by Sphere System. Crystalline. We are as crystals, strong, yet brittle. When we break, we shatter. But diamonds are crystals too. So breaking isn't easy. We grow with time as the river of life flows past, depositing experiential minerals. We shift and change, shatter under stress, coalesce under pressure. We are many, independent yet interlinked. We are as crystals, sharp as a knife in places, shining like stars in the right light, capable of shattering, yet inevitably growing. Cat. And we are growing. We're growing into beautiful, hot people. Within driving distance, but like a long drive. Okay, hell yeah. So can't pop over for French immersion. I love that. French immersion. Oh, also, Inky, if you want, you can also bring people on to watch, listen to things with you and analyze stuff. I'm getting another streamer to watch Epic with me, and it's been a blast. That would be really cool. I have been talking to someone about maybe doing like a podcast, because we could kind of speak to each other indefinitely for like hours. So yeah, I like that. I like the voice call thing. Yeah, things in the works. Because again, I want to cascade shit. I want to like get the things that I need to get done, but then also like have fun and vibe and express myself and do the things that I love. So like, yeah, we're trying to like smash everything together. Worlds colliding. Okay, I want to share one of my poems, because I'm realizing that this is also kind of like the first time I've streamed since I released the book. So like, I want to show you my book. Can I just like drag this into the like browser? Did that work? It did not work. Can I drag it in here? It did work. Okay, so this is Process. You've seen this before. If you go into the videos tab of the Discord, you will see a video by Ginny doing an analysis on this poem. It's changed a little bit since then, mostly punctuation. But yeah, she's fantastic and you should check it out. Process. This is from Black and White. If you would like to buy this book, inkycatnip.com. Process. Healing is cleaning with a dirty rag. Scared of being labelled as a drag, I hide sharp things inside my bag. Spilled milk begets a game of tag. Streaks of grease I could never erase. New horizons beg me not to stay better than I was, yet forever stained. Learn to be grateful rather than complain. Longing to be sterilized, it takes me time to realize some wolves wear a sleek disguise so a younger me can sympathize. I tried harsher chemicals, propped sick people up on pedestals, running at their beck and call. The hell of being flexible. Oblivious to the life I annihilated, my naivete was easily baited. I flounder, deeply frustrated. Will my pain forever be negated? Whirlwind in a bottle, ready to pop. Pools of dark liquid expand as I rot. I start to identify things I am not, allowing a moment to finally stop. Am I punishing myself? Trading outside validation for my health, unaware of my irreplaceable wealth. Such juvenile actions belong on the shelf. At last I know better. I want better weather, build up strength, release my tether. My imagination can flow unfettered. So that was Process from my book, Black and White. Okay, so let's look at where we are. There are still submissions to go through, but I am dealing with limited energetic levels. So what we're going to do is shamelessly self-promote. And then I shall bid adieu. But we will stay connected on the Discord. And as soon as I'm able to again, more streams. Okay. So, this is the book. Black and White. The World in Black and White by someone who wasn't supposed to recover. Finding my mind again. Inky lost their mind in December of 2022. They were told by medical professionals that they would never recover, doomed to a lifetime of pharmaceutical medication and chronic pain. They tried to heal in spite of it all, but in November of 2024, they reached another breaking point. That's when they discovered the ability to write poetry. Life started to improve, against all odds. This collection of over 100 poems by a newcomer to the artistic community details the emotional process of climbing out of the pit. I hope the similarly disturbed can find comfort in the feelings our society stigmatizes. You might be able to find your mind again. You are not alone. I don't know why the background color is a little weird. Maybe it's like my browser, because I have it in like dark mode, because Chrome. But like, if you click on this, or like this, is it loading? Can you please fucking... Okay, hang on, it's loading. Give it a minute to think. Maybe Kofi's having like a bad day. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's my browser. My browser's in dark mode. So yeah, that is the book. For $20, you can buy it. If you would like to give me more, I will not say no. So like, yeah. And here you can see like a few that's processed, a few of the other poems. All of the poems are kind of extra, except for High Elf because, well, I wrote High Elf about my grandmother. And like, honestly, fuck that bitch. So, yeah. I could submit one. Yes, please. Yes, please. And in the next stream, we'll definitely read it. Do it. Submit one. More poetry from people is definitely good. Yes, on the submissions for stream channel, Inky may not get to your poem today, but they definitely will soon. Yes, as soon as I can. I love doing this like so much. Oh, it's the one you sent me for the hat. I'm so excited to get your hat, Esme. I'm gonna check on the package after this. And we like more poetry to read. Yes. Separated by distance, connected by light. Want to hold you tight, in sight. I want to see you. Read me something, preferably black and white. Uzi! Uzi, what is this? What is this gorgeous little poem you just wrote? Oh my god, the talent in this community. Okay, this is going in the quotes. And that's going somewhere in relation to black and white. Writing is telepathy over time and space. Ooh, I love that. I love that way of framing it. Yes. Because, like, come on, let's be real. There is nothing sexier than a goddamn book. Books are hot. Yes. Okay. Thank you for your company. You are amazing. I love my Inklings. And yeah, we'll stay connected on the Discord. And I am posting a truly unhinged amount to like Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok. I've kind of abandoned my YouTube, but I'm thinking of leaving the YouTube to just kind of chill and then just eventually do like long form content there. But I'll definitely be reposting like this VOD there. So like all the stream VODs are always going to be like on YouTube. The telepathy bit is paraphrase quote though. That's fine. Art is meant to be edited. And in my opinion, if you're doing it for free, it doesn't have to be original. Just repeat words that you like. That's how we share things that we love. Thank you for this stream. Thank you for your company. Alright, well, let's pick a song real quick. Oh my god, I've been listening to so many good songs. Which one are we gonna do? I mean, it has to be Night Shift, doesn't it? Oh, what did I put on Moving On recently? Oh, okay. I like Another Season too. Okay, we're gonna do my favorite song because I discovered which one is my favorite song. So, yeah. Stay safe, hydrate. We'll talk soon. Bye.